Hello and welcome to the Bankers Tech Talk video series looking at all things fintech. We've been going now for about 5 years and you can watch all previous episodes on thebanker.com/techtalks. I'm Joy Macknight, managing editor of The Banker, and I'm joined this week by Emmanuel Walckenaer, who is CEO of Yseop, which is an artificial intelligence software company and natural language generation pioneer. Emmanuel, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Excellent. So can you tell me a little bit of which area of banking is AI and natural language generation, LNG, sort of making the biggest impact today?
NLG, so natural language generation, so it's a subset of AI. And the goal of natural language generation is to turn structured data into narrative that anybody can understand. And we have been doing that for now 12 years. Founded by a French mathematician named Emmanuel Walckenaer. And we are focusing on financial services and pharma, life science. So in financial services, we see numerous use cases. And what we really do is intelligent report automation. And there are, many, many opportunities, in financial departments, you can do P&L, balance sheet analysis, cash flow analysis, sales performance analysis. In risk and compliance departments, you can do credit and customer risk, KYC, suspicious activity report, reporting automation. In asset and wealth management, you do fund reporting. So you've got dozens of, I would say, low-hanging fruits. And we can, each project can actually bring, significant benefits. We have just launched a project in the US with a finance department in the tier 1 bank. And they have got 300 analysts. They are producing 19,000 reports every year, to analyze the performance of the banks in very much detail. So we did automate, this reporting generation with them. And the benefits is, close to $1.5 million per year of savings.
How can this technology, like AI, like NLG, how can it really advance the digital transformation journey?
Clearly, they're under pressure. I mean, they've got, as you know, there are, more strict regulation, almost every day. But above all, when you see the COVID, it's a bit of a tsunami, and they have to become more and more agile. So it's not a question of, okay, we have time. No, they have to change the way they work. So we can, as I said, we have got all these, dozens of potential use cases. We can really make their analyst team way more agile, way more efficient, so they can work, in a much faster way, in a way. And I think the way we can contribute is really to do that step by step. Successfully implement the first project, then go to the next 5, then go to the next 10. And the impact at the end of the day can be really, you can count that in tens of millions of dollars of impact and making them more efficient. I think this is what is important there.
Okay. And also, how does AI really help, people really move up the scale in terms of, very human-specific, unique capabilities?
That's how I would say our goal. This is what we do. So we have analyzed, that 50%, whether we talk about credit risk analyst or financial analyst, they spent in average 50% of the time to actually build the report and 50% of the time to actually analyze the reports, discuss with their internal stakeholder or customers. So our goal is to, get rid of the first 50%, or do this heavy lifting for them so they can really focus on higher value tasks. So that's the basic, and that's what we do every day with all our customers. Now, we want to help them as well to produce better analysis. So when we produce a report, we insert warning. So since we analyze all this data, we can drill down, to a 5 level, 10 level. We can actually see insights that it would be very difficult for them to notice. So we put them in red. We have seen this, big change in profitability. Maybe it's right. Maybe it's it's an error, but you should definitely look at that. So we really try to help them to be I would say, true analyst and not data cruncher.
Earlier this year, you launched the Augmented Analyst. Can you give me a bit of a flavor exactly what that is and how, again, it helps financial professionals?
We introduced two nice innovation, I would say, or disruptive innovation. The first one, we say, how can we fast track the first project? It should not last, a month or 2 months or 3 months, but a few days. So we introduced a new disruptive no-code development environment so that they can actually design the reports in a matter of hours and not, say, months. And non-technician. AI should not be reserved for, data scientists who are very scarce, but anybody should actually, embrace this technology, design the first reports, and see the results immediately. The second challenge we solve is we built a framework so that they can actually build NLG factory, so that they can actually reuse components. And once the first project is launched successfully, okay, they can launch the next 5 and next 10 in a matter of weeks. So that's what we introduced, and pretty successfully. Customers seem to be very happy. A lot of work, of course, to improve, but it's pretty cool. I'm very happy about that.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your insights, Emmanuel, and thanks to our audience for listening.
Thank you, Joyce. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. Thanks.